What happens when two people who once trusted each other completely are forced back under the same roof, but now see each other as enemies? In *Emmerdale*, the tension between Kim Tate and Graham Foster is no longer just about old history. It's about control, loyalty, and the quiet fear of being replaced. Living together again has clearly become unbearable for both of them. Graham has made no effort to hide how he feels about Kim. In his eyes, she's manipulative and toxic, someone capable of reshaping people to suit her own agenda. He believes Tate has already begun to change simply from spending too much time under her influence, and that worries him more than he's willing to admit. Kim, however, reacts very differently. Beneath her constant irritation lies something more complicated. She frequently lashes out about Graham's unexpected return, almost as if his presence unsettles emotions she never fully resolved. There's a sense that her frustration isn't just anger. It may also be disappointment mixed with lingering attachment. Psychologically, Kim seems torn between wanting distance and wanting control over someone who once mattered deeply to her. At the center of this emotional tug-of-war is Joe. Kim genuinely believes she's protecting him, warning that Graham will never become the father figure Joe longs for. From her perspective, Graham's return to the village isn't emotional, it's strategic. She's convinced betrayal is inevitable, which reveals more about Kim's worldview than Graham himself. She expects loyalty to always come with a price. Meanwhile, conflict escalates when Kane steals Joe's DeLorean and hides it away. Joe immediately suspects him and pushes Graham to deal with the situation aggressively, showing just how much influence Graham still holds over him. When Joe later insists that Graham, not Kim, should recover the car, the rivalry between the two adults becomes impossible to ignore. Graham openly accuses Kim of jealousy, suggesting they're competing for Joe's loyalty. Kim's confident reply, that she would win anyway, says everything about her personality. For Kim, relationships are rarely equal. They're battles for influence and emotional dominance. But the story takes a deeper turn when Graham secretly searches Butler's for the car keys and instead discovers a hospital letter confirming Kane's cancer diagnosis. This moment shifts the psychological dynamic completely. Suddenly, Graham isn't just an opponent in a family feud. He's confronted with someone's vulnerability. The fight that follows between Graham and Kane feels less like hatred and more like two stubborn men refusing to show weakness. Later, Graham returns the car to Joe with a simple explanation, claiming some kid stole it. The lie immediately raises Kim's suspicions, and understandably so. Kim operates on instinct, and when something doesn't fit her narrative, she assumes manipulation. That evening in the pub, Graham surprises everyone by urging Kane to focus on his health and on Moira, rather than continuing the feud with the Tates. Their unexpected handshake, a moment of mutual respect, reveals a side of Graham rarely seen. Psychologically, it suggests he may be guided more by personal morals than loyalty to any family. And this is where Kim's paranoia begins to grow. Seeing Graham and Kane seemingly on good terms shakes her sense of control. If Graham isn't fully on the Tate's side, then her entire strategy collapses. Convinced something is wrong, she persuades Joe to test Graham's loyalty by sabotaging machinery at Butler's farm. The real question now isn't whether Graham will obey, but whether he ever truly belonged to the Tates in the first place. Personally, this storyline works because it isn't driven purely by action. It's powered by psychology. Kim fears losing influence, Joe craves guidance, and Graham appears caught between past loyalty and present conscience. Every decision feels less like revenge and more like characters revealing who they really are when trust disappears. And as the tension builds, one thing becomes clear. The biggest betrayal in *Emmerdale* may not come from enemies, but from the person everyone thought they understood.